Well, looking ahead, we're talking possibility of snow.
Absolutely.
Looking behind, we had a day, what, high 60s, 70 degrees?
Yes, serious warmth for Halloween.
Sure, and serious weather.
Absolutely. So what happens when you have these big swings? Normally what accompanies big swings in temperature, severe weather, and it happened last week that we had a tornado touchdown early Friday morning, Halloween night in Madison, New Jersey. It was one of 9 tornadoes in the Garden State this year. What the map shows you is all the locales in Jersey that have been hit by tornadoes, noting their intensity. So anywhere from an EF0 up to an EF1 in the Garden State. Those have been generally the weaker side of things. And we also have one listed there in Manorville. That was on September the 2nd. That was an EF0, all bringing lots of damage with them.
September, I was going to ask.
Yes.
I was going to ask into your microphone. I was going to ask if it's normal for that time of year.
Yeah, it's absolutely normal. In fact, some of the most intense outbreaks that we've had in New Jersey have been in November.
No kidding.
So it is very typical this time of year. It's really starting in spring through early fall. That is the peak moments for tornado action in the Garden State. So we do anticipate this type of thing. And not to say that it happens all the time, because it doesn't. On average, we only get 2 tornadoes in the Garden State every year. New York has more on average. Yes.
I didn't know it was so few.
For the state of New York, it's 10, but within our DMA, which includes a very small portion of New York State, you know, it's certainly not 10. So we get a lot of action upstate. But this is not the most active year that we've had on record. If we could bring back up the graphics, I can give you a sense. As I mentioned, average is 2. Here's some of the stats. So this year we've had 9, and that is tied for the second most active year for New Jersey on record. 1987 also had 9. Now we talk about the most active year. That was 1989. There were 17 touchdowns in 1989 in New Jersey. No. That was for the entire year. But now we read that last line. There were actually 7 on November 16th. So when I alluded earlier to the fact that November has seen some of the biggest outbreaks, this is what I was referring to. That was mid-November, the largest outbreak in New Jersey on record, 7 in one day.
So it's that changing, right?
Yeah, when we have these big swings, which is typical of spring and fall, that's when you really can see some of the most prevalent severe weather in the area. And that is exactly what we saw Halloween night.
Damage, was damage. I'm sure those people are still cleaning.
They are.
Up
I mean, the size of the trees that came down were unbelievable. But it's very typical when you have tornadoes are quick moving, but they leave a path of destruction even with the weakest of tornadoes.
Vanessa, thank you for all of that.